And now, for your Sunday night dramatic entertainment, we bring you Armchair Theatre.
Please, Arthur, you mustn't kiss me. We're not married yet.
No, we're under starters' orders. Besides, Sybil, you let me kiss you last night.
Yes, I know, but, well, that was different. It was dark and I couldn't see what you were doing. If you tried to kiss me now, I could stop you.
Would you, Sybil? Would you?
I'm not very strong.
Oh, I hate strong women. Sybil. Sybil. I love you, Sybil.
And I love you, dearest Arthur. To distraction.
Do you, Sybil?
Of course. Who could help it?
Sweet of you to say so. Sybil. Sybil.
Your Aunt Clementina says that even as a small boy, you were quite irresistible.
Yes, I suppose I was.
Wearing small white satin breeches or an abbreviated kilt, you were the focus of all eyes.
Yes, I was. Of course, I suppose I still am if I wear white satin breeches and an abbreviated kilt.
Dear Clementina, what a dazzling reception.
Thank you, Robert. I fear it may be my last.
Oh, nonsense, Clementina. You have many years ahead of you.
Oh, I sincerely hope not. I've always said that when our dear nephew Arthur became engaged to be married, I'd be prepared to sample the delights of the next world.
Sybil Merton is a charming girl. I'm told she's very fond of animals. Never misses a shoot. He's made an excellent choice.
I believe so. Any girl who is the daughter of Lady Julia must have a sweet disposition, if only to make up for that of her mother.
And how's Frederick? Is he feeling better?
I hope so, Robert. There's not much point in dying if you carry your gout with you.
Oh, good heavens, is he dead?
I suppose so. You buried him.
Oh, how extraordinary.
Clementina, tell me, who is that very ordinary-looking little man who's been holding Lady Julia's hand for the past 10 minutes?
Where?
Over there in the conservatory.
Oh, my dear Jasper, don't you know? That's Mr. Podgers, my pet chiromantist. He comes to read my palm twice a week. I wouldn't be without him.
A fortune teller? I don't think that's quite right.
Nothing interesting ever is.
Three distinct lines on the rascette, Lady Julia. You have a most interesting life ahead of you.
As it's my life, Mr. Podgers, naturally I shall arrange for it to be interesting. I know that without having my fortune told.
I do not tell fortunes, Lady Julia. I read the past, present, and the future in the palm of the hand.
And how do you like my Mr. Podgers? He told me I may not have very much future, but I've had a great deal of past.
I shouldn't have thought you needed a palmist to tell you that.
He also said I was fond of music.
Not fond of music, Lady Clementina. I said fond of musicians.
Oh, dear, Mr. Podgers. How lovely. I've been found out at last.
There's one person here tonight who simply must have his palm read by Mr. Podgers.
Oh, who?
Your nephew, Lord Arthur. As he's engaged to my daughter, naturally I don't trust him. It would be just as well for us to know what the future holds before they're married.
But I'm sure they know all about each other, Julia.
I sincerely hope not. The proper basis for marriage is a mutual misunderstanding.
We must preserve that at all costs.
Oh,
Sybil, I trust you and Lord Arthur have not been behind those azaleas.
oh no, Lady Julia, they're rhododendrons.
Arthur, as you're about to marry my only daughter next week, I want to put you to the test.
Surely we could rely on Sybil to do that.
I want you to have your palm read by a most extraordinarily gifted man.
Oh, you mean this chiropodist?
Chiromantis, dearest. He can tell the future.
Say, I wish I'd met him before it wasn't later.
Don't be facetious, Arthur.
Sorry, Lady Julia, but I've led a perfectly blameless life, and I'd rather not have my palm read.
Why not? Unless you have something hidden in your palm.
Oh, no, nothing.
Arthur, are you afraid?
Certainly not, dearest.
Well, yes, you are. There's something you haven't told me.
No, darling, really, absolutely nothing. Well, nothing I can remember.
Oh!
Well, darling, I can't remember the whole of my past life in a flash. I mean, I'm not a drowning man. There may be something I've forgotten or overlooked.
If you refuse to have your hand read, I shall break off our engagement.
Dearest, if that is your attitude, there is only one answer you can expect from me.
What?
I'll let him read my palm.
Darling.
Mr. Podgers!
Do I hear my name?
Yes, Mr. Podgers. I want to introduce you to Lord Arthur Savile.
A great pleasure, my lord.
How do you do, sir?
Don't be nervous, my lord. It is quite painless.
Now give your hand to Mr. Podgers at once, Arthur.
The right hand, if you please.
The right. Oh, so far.
Isn't this exciting?
Ah, a young hand.
Yes, constantly wearing gloves, you know.
You have riches, the best of health, and complete happiness. You're indeed a fortunate young man, Lord Arthur. Am I correct?
Absolutely correct. Thank you very much.
Are there no irregularities?
No, Lady Julia, none at all. A singularly upright young man.
What about the future?
Oh, yes, Arthur, we want to hear about the future. Now, pray be seated again.
The future.
Yes.
Ah, yes.
We're waiting, Mr. Podgers. Well, what of the future?
Oh, he will marry and have 2 children, a boy and a girl.
Is that all you can see?
Well, it's not bad for a start.
It seems that he's been telling us the truth after all, Sybil. Come, Arthur. You may escort us into supper.
Yes. What? Mr. Podgers.
Forgive me, Lord Arthur, I have an appointment.
Just one minute. Tell me, what did you see in my hand?
What makes you think that I saw anything more than I told you?
Mr. Podgers, I am most observant. What I saw in your face was obviously catastrophic. What you saw in my hand, what is it? I demand to know.
You won't be wise to demand it, my lord.
Yes, but I do. What is it? If it's money you want, I'll pay you well. £50?
Guineas?
All right, guineas. I'll send you a cheque in the morning. Now, what did you see?
Here is my card, Lord Arthur. Come and see me tomorrow. My hours are from 10 till 4.
Mr. Podgers,
I make
please.
a special reduction for families.
But Mr. Podgers! Mr. Podgers!
Arthur, we're
Oh,
waiting for...
Aunt Clem.
No one but you, dear boy, could keep me up so late. Poor sick old woman that I am.
Oh, darling, you look as lovely as ever. Excuse me.
Oh, Arthur, that reminds me. Could you let me have £100?
You haven't been gambling again, have you?
Well, after all, Arthur, I am a sick woman. I must be allowed some little amusement.
All right, dearest. I'll send you a cheque in the morning.
Oh, there's my good boy.
Really, Clementina. Arthur will have some very heavy expenses after he's married.
Well, that's why I'm asking him now, while he can still afford it. He's such a sweet, innocent boy.
Podgers.
Good day, my lord.
Oh, Mr. Podgers. What a charming little place you have here.
I'm so glad you like my little sanctum.
Mr. Podgers, what did you see in my hand?
I saw blood, my lord.
Blood? What do you mean, blood?
Do you wish me to elaborate, my lord?
Well, of course I do. Can't stop there. I mean, whose blood?
That I don't see clearly enough. Let us hope it will be a person of no importance.
Mr. Podgers, are you suggesting that I'm going to murder somebody?
Precisely. At some date in the future, you will commit a murder.
I see it too often tell people this sort of thing.
Only when I see it in the hand, Lord.
Of course.
Yes.
I couldn't possibly commit a murder. I mean, I wouldn't know how to go about it.
Oh, no doubt your lordship has some friend who could advise you properly.
Oh, I couldn't possibly tell any of my friends a secret like this. It'd be all over London in an hour.
There must be someone your lordship can trust.
Oh, my man Baines. Mr. Podgers, do give me your word of honor. You'll see this terrible thing in my hand?
That is the prognostication.
I see, yes. And there's no escape?
Oh, no, none at all.
This is ridiculous. I couldn't possibly commit a murder. I should be far too busy. I'm getting married next week.
Well, need you let it interfere with your arrangements, my lord? After all, you may have many years of married bliss before the unhappy event takes place.
Podgers, I couldn't possibly think of marrying with this sort of,
Damocles?
Thank you very much. Hanging over my head.
Don't despair, Lord Arthur. After all, for all we know, fate may have ordained you to do this deed before next week, in which case you may marry Miss Merton with a clear conscience.
Mr. Podgers, you're absolutely right. If I have to commit this terrible deed, it's my duty to do it before my marriage.
Your nobility is most moving, my lord.
Thank you. I'm well known for my nobility of character, except amongst my relatives, of course. Well, I suppose there's no time to waste. I suppose I'd better go and pick a victim.
Shall we say client, my lord?
Oh, thank you.
It sounds better.
Good day, Mr. Podgers.
Good day, my lord.
Ah, good morning, my lord.
Morning, Vance.
Has your lordship slept well, my lord?
Not a wink.
What does
mean?
Well, I've often noted, my lord, when approaching nuptials concerned, a certain difficulty in surrendering oneself into the open arms of Morpheus, my lord.
Vance, I do wish you'd speak English at this hour of the morning.
I beg your pardon, my lord. It's a result of my secondary education.
Vance,
Yes, my
my
lord.
sleeplessness had nothing to do with my approaching wedding. At least not last night.
I beg your pardon, my lord. Tea this morning, my lord?
No, Vance, I think coffee would steel me more for the task ahead.
Very well, my lord. We'll do our utmost.
Yes. Vance,
Yes, my lord.
have you ever heard of a man named Podgers?
No one of such an unlikely name would be on your visiting list, my lord.
He's a palmist.
Oh, a chiromantis, my lord.
A palmist.
Oh, not the Podgers, my lord.
I don't know what his Christian name is.
Oh, my lord, the man is famous.
Oh, is he?
Oh, yes, my lord. Hardly a day goes by without evidence of the extraordinary powers of divination of the past, present, and future.
Would you say he was infallible?
I would indeed, my lord. Truly wonderful man.
Yeah.
Kidneys on toast, my lord. Or, œuf poché.
Perched egg.
Œuf poché. Very good, my lord.
Vance,
Yes, my lord.
how did you know so much about this fellow?
Oh, through my natural association with law, with gentlemen's gentlemen in Belgravia and Mayfair, interspersed with an occasional tete-a-tete with a lady's maid in Knightsbridge. Oh, yes, my lord. Mr. Podgers has only been in London a month, and already he's responsible for 5 separations and 9 divorces.
No wonder everybody's flocking to him.
Quite so, my lord. Toast, my lord?
Thank you, Podgers. Thank you, Baines. See, I'm unnerved. Baines?
Yes, my lord.
Tell me, you've served me for a long while, haven't you?
I have indeed, my lord. Yes, sir. Yes, man and boy, for 20 years. And your father before you. Until that day when he accidentally shot himself in the gun room. A dreadful, dreadful day, my lord.
It was a dreadful day. We had to have the whole room completely redecorated.
Yes, my lord. His late lordship was excessively fond of shooting, my lord.
Never hit anything except himself.
Well, he had double vision, my lord.
Had to in the Foreign Office.
Right so, my lord.
I always remember my father now, standing there with his gun, surrounded by the little ducks playing away happily. A pretty sight.
Oh, yes, my lord. A very, very, very pretty sight.
Well, Ben.
Yes, my lord.
The reason for all these reminiscences is this. Jeremy, fresh coffee. Can I trust you to thick and thin, especially thin?
Well, unquestionably, my lord.
I know this is damn silly, but do you see anything in my hand?
Well, a few crumbs of toast, my lord.
Don't dilly-dally, Baines. Do you see any blood?
Neither red nor blue, my lord. May I ask why?
Yes, Baines, you may. The night before last at my aunt's reception, I had my palm read by this man Podgers, and he discovered something rather perturbing, and I find it necessary to do something about it rather quickly.
I see, my lord.
To put it briefly, I find myself obliged to commit a murder before my wedding next week.
Indeed, my lord. More coffee, my lord.
Oh, yes, yes. Thank you. You may ask, why is there such necessity for speed?
No, my lord.
Oh, go on, ask me.
Why is there such necessity for speed, my lord?
Well, Baines, I think it would be very unfair to commit a murder while I was Miss Merton's husband, so I feel that I should do it before the wedding. You do understand?
Oh, yes, my lord, yes, my lord.
The only trouble is I don't know anything about this sort of thing. Baines, do you know anything about murder?
Well, after I've been tempted, my lord, but I've never found the right opportunity. May I ask if the victim is to be one of the members of your lordship's family or a complete stranger?
I think we ought to keep it in the family.
Oh, yes.
Don't you?
I do indeed, my lord. I think it's impeccable, yes, my lord.
Yeah. Of course, I could remove the Prime Minister and gain the gratitude of the whole nation. There's been a lot of rather vulgar publicity, and I wouldn't want my name in the Sunday newspapers.
Quite so, my lord. And after all, if I may say so, you are endowed with suitable relatives, my lord.
The point of saturation, Baines. Tell me, yes, which one would you choose?
Well, my lord, it's a very grave problem. I would select one who was close to natural death, my lord.
To avert suspicion, you mean?
Quite so, my lord.
Yeah. How about Aunt Clementina?
She's certainly in the running, my lord.
Baines, she's not a horse.
Oh, no, but I was thinking, my lord, she has cost you a great deal of money, my lord.
Baines, I have absolutely no intention whatsoever of committing a murder for reasons of economy.
Nevertheless, my lord, there's no harm in killing 2 birds with 1 stone.
Baines, we won't be flippant.
Very good, my lord.
All right. Aunt Clementina it shall be. But tell me, how do we do it? I mean, it's got to be painless. Terribly fond of her, and I couldn't bear the idea of hurting her.
Quite so, my lord. What we need is a subtle poison.
A subtle poison?
Yes, my lord.
That'd be nice.
I had occasion some years ago, my lord, when one of your lordship's cooks had certain designs on me of a rather unwelcome nature.
Really?
Yes, indeed, my lord. And I recall at the time I had occasion to refer to Erskine's Toxicology, Volume 2. I think we... Oh, yes. Perhaps you would... Excuse me, my lord. Perhaps you'd care to examine the properties of wolf's bane.
Well, this one?
Yes.
Painless, tasteless, and gives every appearance of heart failure. But that seems absolutely right. How much do we need?
Well, I believe 1 drop's a fatal dose, my lord.
That's marvellous. All we have to do is to ask Aunt Clementine around to dinner, eh?
Well, if I might say so, my lord, it might look a trifle suspicious if her ladyship were found lying about the house. I mean, the police might think it funny.
Well, not unless they had a very warped sense of humour.
Right, my lord. If I might suggest, my lord, would it not be better if we inserted a drop of this poison into a sweetmeat or a chocolate and then sent it round to her ladyship's house?
Baines, what an absolutely brilliant idea.
Thank you, my lord. Would you like me to step round to the chemist and procure the necessary amount of wolf's bane?
No, I think I'd better do it myself. I mean, after all, if I don't take care of the whole procedure, it might not count.
Ah.
I should hate to disappoint Miss Merton. She seemed awfully anxious to marry me.
Ah, indeed, my lord.
Oh, Babe.
Yes, my lord.
One little thing. Not a word to anybody about this.
Oh, no, my lord.
Not even to that lady's maid in Knightsbridge.
My lord. Oh, good afternoon, my lady. Good afternoon, Miss Savile.
Is Lord Arthur ready?
Ready, my lady?
He's coming for a drive with us.
Oh, no, there must be some misunderstanding, my lady. His lordship is not here.
Nonsense.
Well, where is he?
Well, he went out shopping.
Oh, how tiresome. I do hate misunderstandings.
Yes, well, he mentioned something about purchasing what might be described as a wedding gift for Miss Savile.
Oh, how
Then
sweet.
he'll be back shortly. We'll wait.
And now, a preparation of some sort with which to clean a straw hat.
I think you may find this to your fancy, Herr Winkelkopf.
Is it inflammable?
I fear it is somewhat explosive.
Oh, wonderful. Oh.
Good morning. My name is Smith, and I want a subtle poison.
Good morning. This is indeed a pleasure, Lord Arthur.
Oh. Good morning.
I will be with you in one moment.
Please serve Lord Arthur. By all means, I'm in no hurry.
It's very civil of you, sir.
And what can I do for you, my lord?
I would like a small quantity of wolf's bane.
Wolf's bane?
Yes.
Yes, my lord. You have a medical certificate?
Oh, no, that won't be necessary. I just want a very small drop. Well, 2, just to make quite certain.
It's a very potent poison, Lord Arthur. I fear a certificate is necessary.
Well, that might be rather awkward.
Might I inquire for what purpose your lordship intended to use it?
Yes, well, you know my Aunt Clementina.
I attend upon her personally, my lord.
It's not for her. No, it's nothing to do with her. It's for a dog. She gave me a dog, you see.
Indeed, my lord.
Yes, and it has incipient rabies.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, my lord.
Bit one of my coachmen in the calf of the leg twice. I have to have him put down.
The coachman, my lord?
No, the dog.
Is it a large dog?
Oh, it's quite enormous. Yes, it's about, it's Norwegian, you see. Enormous. It's a Norwegian wolfhound.
Norwegian?
You've seen them. Yes.
Norwegian. I think in that case, my lord, I can turn a blind eye.
Thank you so much.
Would you like it in the liquid form or in the capsule?
I think I prefer the capsule, thanks awfully. I'm going to put it into a chocolate.
The chocolate?
Yes, the my dog has a sweet tooth.
Quite so, my lord. Yeah, shall I place it on the account, my lord?
Yes, yes, if you will.
Thank you.
Thank you. Good day.
Good day, my lord. Now, Herr Winkelkopf, I'll just wrap this up for you.
That's strange, is it not?
Beg pardon, sir?
I've seen Lord Arthur many times before, as his menservant. I've never seen them with a Norwegian wolf's hound or mastiff. Strange.
Oh, Lord.
Thanks. I've got them.
Good. Lady Julia and Miss Sybil are in the morning room waiting for you, my lord.
Good heavens, I've got all about them.
Yes, I imagine you had. Yes, my lord.
I got them, babe.
Good. Yes, my lord.
The poison, yes.
Box of chocolate. Excellent, my lord. Excellent.
And these.
Oh, rather, my lord. Oh, my lord.
Yes?
I think we better.
Oh, thank you so much.
Right, my lord.
Lady Julia, Sybil, 1,000 apologies.
We were on the point of leaving, Arthur.
You promised to come for a drive with us.
I know, dearest, but I suddenly find myself rather busy.
What have you got there?
Oh, a box of poison. A box of chocolates.
Oh, for me?
No, not for you, dearest.
Who else would you be purchasing chocolates for?
Who, well... Oh, Baines. Baines. It's his birthday.
His birthday? birthday.
Yes, we all have birthdays, you know. I'm terribly busy. Everything seems to be happening at the same time.
I hope you won't be too busy to attend your wedding next week.
Well, now you mention it, perhaps it might be an idea to postpone it just for...
Oh?
Just for a few days. You see, I'm expecting the death of a near relation.
Oh, dearest, and it's really serious?
Well, yes, she's not expected to last out the day.
Would it be very indelicate to ask who?
Well, it wouldn't be indelicate, but rather awkward.
But when did you discover she couldn't live?
When did she discover? This morning.
The poor thing is quite unconscious, I suppose.
Oh, yes, she doesn't know what's coming to her.
You mean it's been kept from her?
Yes, it's a secret. I'm the only one who knows.
Her physicians have told you privately, is that it?
Well, let us say I have private information. Yes.
I see. And when do you expect to hear the sad news?
When she gets... after luncheon. After luncheon.
After luncheon?
Yes.
Oh, you mean she has eaten something which has disagreed with her?
Well, no, but it's confidently expected that she will.
Sounds to me a most unusual case.
It's unique.
Oh, well, Arthur, we seem to have no alternative but to accede to your request. We will postpone the wedding for exactly 2 weeks. Come, Sybil. We must leave Arthur to his family duties.
Arthur.
Sybil.
Sybil, come.
Yes. Come in, Benz.
My lord, that's a most attractive box of chocolates, my lord.
On occasions such as this one should spare no expense.
Quite right, my lord. Oh.
Rather nice. Now, Benz.
Yes, Lord.
I'm not hungry.
No.
The idea was this. I remove this part of the chocolate. Now, if you'll take that capsule of wolfsbane.
Oh, yes, my lord.
There. Now, press it in.
Yes.
And I will take this other side of the chocolate and
most ingenious, my lord.
place it here. Give me the silver paper, and we'll put the silver paper over it like that and return it. Now, everybody goes for the one with the silver paper first.
Yes.
I suppose it's the mystery.
Quite so, my lord. I do not see how you can possibly fail, my lord.
Neither do I, Baines.
Yeah.
Murder is so simple.
Right, my lord.
One wonders how anybody fails.
Indeed, my lord. Yes.
Now, Baines, I must send a message.
Oh, yes, very good, my lord.
And you will take it round after luncheon.
Yes, my lord.
And, Baines.
Yes.
Send a message to the Times and ask them to insert a paragraph, thank you, stating that my marriage will be postponed for 2 weeks.
2 weeks, very good, my lord.
Yes. I thought it wasn't quite right to have the wedding immediately after the funeral.
Ah, yes. Your feelings do you credit, my lord.
Thank you, Baines. Well, how about that?
Oh, yes, that's most appropriate, my lord.
Thank you, Baines.
Accept these chocks within this box. Oh, Aunt, whom I love best. Oh. Pick out the one that looks most fun, and then enjoy the rest. Oh, charming boy. Oh, and one with silver paper. How exciting.
Poor Clementina.
To think it was only 3 days ago we attended her reception.
Her last reception.
excellent sherry.
You conducted a very beautiful service, my dear.
Thank you, Lady Julia. Clementina's life was so long and so varied that I thought a long discourse was only fitting in case I left anything out.
Sybil, dearest. Good afternoon, Lady Julia. Uncle Jasper, Uncle Robert.
How are you, Arthur? You look very well. Did you have a pleasant honeymoon?
Oh, we're not married yet.
Oh, are you sure?
Quite.
Oh, how curious. I quite thought I'd married you last month. I mean, conducted the ceremony.
No, Uncle Robert. Arthur postponed the wedding.
With poor dear Clementina dying of heart failure, perhaps it was just as well.
Yes, Uncle, it's to be next Thursday. I do wish you'd make a little note of it in your book.
Thursday. Now, let me see. Yes, I can fit you in nicely between Lord Jedburgh and Lady Stoke.
I'd rather than married singly.
Oh, they won't interfere with you, my dear boy. They're being buried.
Buried?
Oh. Yes, I always recommend a funeral before a wedding. It puts people in the proper frame of mind.
You don't feel like that, do you, Arthur?
Oh, no, dearest. I can hardly wait.
No more postponements?
No more postponements. Nothing can come between us now.
Arthur, I'm sure Clementina would like you to partake of a glass of sherry wine in her memory. Will you help yourself?
Well, thank you, Uncle Jasper. Thank you. No, nothing, dearest, nothing.
You're as white as a sheet.
Oh, he's taking poor Clementina's death to heart.
Yes, I am. Do forgive me. I must go home.
Why are you taking those chocolates with you, Arthur?
Well, you see, I gave them to Aunt Clementina before she died, and she didn't eat any, you see.
I should very much fancy a chocolate.
So should I.
Oh, no.
Now, hand them round before you go.
Arthur's always so kind.
Lady Julia, will you have the one with the silver paper?
Thank you, Arthur. I'm quite capable of selecting a chocolate by myself.
The silver one does look very interesting, Arthur. May I?
No, I forbid it. No. Have this one.
Oh!
Arthur!
Oh, so sorry. Oh, really?
All right.
Poor girl.
Uncle, will you have the one with the silver paper?
This one?
Oh, yes, delicious.
Has it a soft centre?
Oh, yes, it's very succulent. It'll smooth all your cares away.
I prefer one with a hard centre. I find them a rewarding challenge to my teeth.
Goodbye.
I'll come and see you shortly to arrange about the wedding.
The wedding? The wedding? Oh, yes, of course, the wedding.
When will I see you, Arthur?
I don't know, dearest. I shall just have to let you know. I think I shall be rather busy for the next few days.
Arthur!
I'm not at all sure that Arthur is as balanced as I would have hoped for in a future son-in-law.
He certainly seemed to have something weighing on his mind.
Well, I thought he looked remarkably well for a man about to be married.
Oh, Lord. I didn't do it, Bones.
Do what, my lord?
I didn't murder my auntie.
Oh, my sincere condolences, my lord.
She died a natural death before she could eat any of the chocolates.
Oh, dear, my lord.
You do see the spot this puts me in?
I do indeed, my lord. A new client will have to be selected, my lord.
Precisely.
Excuse me, my lord, there's a person in the living room who insists upon seeing you.
Oh, who is he?
Well, he appears to be foreign, my lord. Otherwise, I can see nothing against him.
Oh? What does he want?
Well, he would not confide in me, my lord.
Lord Arthur, I'm delighted to make your acquaintance again. It's indeed a privilege to meet one of the English aristocracy with the same ideals as myself.
I don't quite follow, sir.
You will, Lord Arthur, you will, when I've given you my card. Oh, here, you can read it.
Yes, thank you. I can. Frederick Winkelkopf.
Me.
Yes. President of the Royal Society of Anarchists.
humanitarian branch?
Now you understand, 9.
9?
Well, you don't remember setting your eyes on me before?
No, Herr Winkelkopf. But if it's a subscription you want, I shall be only too delighted to help your cause.
No, Lord Arthur. It's not for the money I come. It is because you and I, Lord Arthur, are brothers in the blood.
In the blood?
Your object is the same as mine. Murder.
I say, you from the police?
No, but I know what you have been up to.
Oh, how?
The other day I was in the chemist shop when you came in.
Yes? Oh, that's right, of course. Yes.
You made a purchase of a small quantity of wolfsbane,
yes.
A poison which I myself have often used for the disposal of Balkan royalty.
Yes? Oh,
and
yes.
you remarked it was for your Norwegian wolf's hound.
Yes, I did.
And when I hear you say that, I said to myself, Heinrich...
Friedrich? Friedrich.
Oh, Heinrich is my second name.
I beg your pardon.
You were not to know that I said to myself, Heinrich, there's dirty work afoot. I'm sure Lord Arthur is not the possessor of a Norwegian wolf's hound.
Oh, I suppose I should have bought one.
Then I said to myself, perhaps here is someone who will need my help.
Well, Herr Winkelkopf, it's awfully nice of you. But, you know, I didn't do so badly by myself.
Oh.
Well, up to a point.
May I inquire how the deed was done?
Yes. I put the wolfsbane into a chocolate and sent it round to my Aunt Clementina.
Oh, a poisoned chocolate.
Yes,
yes. Well, it's early Lucretia Borgia. It still works, but so does a blunderbuss. I mean, she eat the chocolate and she pop off, no?
Well, she popped off, but she didn't eat the chocolate.
Oh, how very much like a woman, but at any rate, she is dead.
Yes, she's dead, all right.
Well, then you will not require my help after all.
Well, I may, Herr Winkelkopf, I may.
I shall be at your service night and day, Lord Arthur.
Well, tell me, could you come round tomorrow at this time?
By all means, I shall be only too delighted. Oh, and before I forget, my society would esteem it a great honor if it were to favor us at the Anarchists' annual mead tea. It's Thursday next, and it will be followed by indoor fireworks.
Well, it does sound delicious, but you will have to forgive me because I think I'm going to be busy next Thursday. I'm getting married. You know how it is, business before pleasure.
I understand. Until tomorrow, then, Lord.
Until tomorrow. Goodbye. Come in, Ben.
Thank you, Lord. I showed the foreign gentleman up, my Lord.
Oh, yes, he might be rather useful. He's an expert on murder.
Really, my Lord?
Yes.
Do you think he has any suggestions?
Well, I haven't asked him, but he's coming back tomorrow. Oh. In the meantime, Baines, we have to select a new victim, and I have this list of relatives here. Oh, so yes. Now, if you'll take that, have your pin.
Excuse me, my Lord. Game of chance, my Lord?
Yes, I don't want anybody to accuse me of being vindictive.
Very, very
right,
well.
now, close my eyes. I won't cheat. Now, you want the list there?
I haven't even looked.
Right. Oh, who have I got?
Well, you have the Dean of Paddington, my Lord.
Uncle Robert?
Yes.
Oh, well, needs must when the devil drives, eh?
Very clever, my Lord.
Well, how does one set about killing a dean?
Well, I imagine a dean is susceptible to mere murder as a mortal, my Lord.
I suppose so, yes.
Oh, my Lord, we still have the chocolates.
Oh, no, I don't want to be monotonous. Besides, I tried them on the dean. He wasn't biting. Throw them away, Ben.
Very good, my Lord.
Ben?
Yes, my Lord.
Let's consider some of the famous crimes of history.
Famous crimes of... Oh, yes, my Lord. Famous crimes of history, yes. Let me see now. Famous crimes.
You have some there.
Open at random, my Lord. Yes. Well, now, my Lord, there's the Amy Ropesart case.
The Amy Ropesart case? What did she do?
Oh, it was done to her, my Lord.
Yeah?
Yes. Her gentleman friend constructed a very ingenious trap door at the head of the stairs. And when she planted her dainty feet upon it, it precipitated her 40 feet below and instantly broke her neck.
Tell me, what happened to the chap who did it?
Well, the coroner returned a verdict of accidental death, my Lord. Apparently, trapdoors at the heads of stairs were common practice in those days.
Well, thank you very much, Baines.
Oh,
but can you tell me how we can construct a complicated piece of carpentry in the Dean's house without his knowing?
True, my Lord. You wouldn't consider having one constructed here?
Oh, damn it, Baines. I have to walk up and down the stairs myself.
True, my Lord. Oh, my Lord. What about Mary, Queen of Scots, my Lord?
Oh, no good.
Why not, my Lord?
I haven't got an axe.
No, my Lord. I'm referring to the fate of her husband, Darnley, my Lord.
What happened to him?
She blew him up on their honeymoon.
She didn't give him much time, did she?
No, indeed not, my lord. The Queen and her retinue
Yes.
laid a trail of gunpowder, my lord, from the house,
Yes.
and then went off to a ball. And whilst they were away, the house blew up.
Very clever. But Baines, the Dean's house is at least a mile away from here, and surely somebody would be suspicious if they saw me trailing gunpowder like a sort of paper chase.
Well, that's true, my lord, yes. Well, I suppose we'll have to wait for a method until the foreign gentleman returns tomorrow, my lord.
Yeah. Baines,
Yes, ma'am.
do you think anybody can defy their fate?
Well, it has been done, my lord.
Well, look, before we try another murder, I think I'd better go round to this man Podgers and get a check-up to make quite certain. Baines, my hat and coat.
Yes, Mr. Podgers, but do you see another postponement of her marriage to Lord Arthur?
There is a slight break in the line of happiness. It may mean nothing. On the other hand...
Oh, but he promised nothing would stand in his way this time.
All the same, there's something going on that's not quite above board. Look at his extraordinary behaviour this afternoon. At Lady Clementina's funeral, he was obnoxiously bright, and then suddenly, for no reason at all, he looked as if he'd seen a ghost. Then he grabs a box of chocolates and rushes from the house.
Yes, Mamma, but perhaps
I say, Mr. Podgers.
Arthur,
Oh, good Lord.
what are you doing here?
I came to have a word with Mr. Podgers.
Are you quite sure you're not trying to postpone the wedding again?
Of course he isn't, Mamma.
Of course I'm not, Mamma. I mean, Lady Julia. Dearest, you mustn't misunderstand me.
Arthur, you do want to.
I don't want to, but I may have to.
You don't love me anymore.
Oh, dearest, I do.
No, you don't.
I do.
You don't.
I do.
Please make up your minds. We don't have all day.
Lady Julia, until I've had a word with Mr. Podgers, I don't know whether I shall have the confidence to walk up the aisle.
To my mind, it's Sybil who's unlikely to have any confidence to walk up the aisle. I think we'd better go, Sybil. It's quite apparent that Lord Arthur wishes to break off the match and is choosing this roundabout way of doing so. Come along.
Lady Julia, I have no intention of breaking off the match. Sybil, darling, nothing is further from my mind.
Arthur, you're behaving in a very strange manner. And until you've pulled yourself together, I think it would be better if we did break off the engagement. Good afternoon.
Yes. Mr. Podgers, look again in my hand. Do you still see blood?
Ah. Just give me a moment, Lord Arthur.
I mean, what more can a man do? I poisoned a box of chocolates, and I sent them to a very dear relation of mine, and within 24 hours she was dead.
Yes, I heard of Lady Clementina's unfortunate demise.
Oh, you did? Yes.
Here is something.
Yes?
Yes, I can clearly see a box of chocolates.
Yes?
Unopened.
I knew it. Man cannot escape his fate.
What do you mean, Lord Arthur?
Mr. Podgers, I really intended to murder my Aunt Clementina. You have my word for that. I planned the whole thing with loving care. It was only by awfully bad luck that she died before she could eat one of the poisoned chocolates, or the poisoned chocolate. I mean, surely that must count. Look again. Tell me what you see.
Blood.
Oh, good afternoon, sir. His Lordship is expecting you.
Excellent.
Looks like rain.
Ah, excellent.
May I take your umbrella, sir?
No, my good man, you may not take my umbrella.
Oh, well, if you'll excuse me, sir. This way, please. The gentleman, the Lord.
Come in, having Cooke. Come in. Oh, Baines, don't leave us.
Good afternoon, Lord Arthur. I'm here.
Yes, so I can see. You may speak freely in front of Baines. He's completely trustworthy.
So you need my help after all, eh?
Yes, having Cooke, we have selected another client but we are not quite certain as to how we should dispatch.
What have you already discussed?
Trapdoors.
Oh, it's not foolproof, my lord.
No, that we thought. Blowing up.
Ah, that is my speciality. Would you like some dynamite? Huh?
Well, just enough for one, yes.
Now, how would you like it? Plain or disguised?
Disguised, I think. I don't want to be cruel.
I have some other samples here, juvenile or adult.
Oh, adult?
Oh, if you had been juvenile, I should have recommended this, my lord.
Really? Charming catch, babe.
Oh, be careful, my lord.
Oh, why, what?
This may look like a ball and feel like a ball, but one bounce and...
Bless you.
This is one of our best lines. We sell a great many of these to uncles who have a little nephew who stand between them and an estate. We have them in all colours.
Oh, my lord, excuse me, I would like to purchase one of these on my own account, my lord.
There.
Yes, my lord.
If it's for the little boy next door, certainly not.
Oh, my lord.
I bet you had a pea shooter when you were young. You mustn't be spiteful.
Very good, my lord.
Lord Arthur, the person you have chosen, is it a lady or gentleman?
It's neither. It's the Dean of Paddington.
A dean?
Yes.
Oh, but then I have the very thing, my lord. My lord, look at this.
I'm looking.
What is it?
How many guesses?
You think it is an umbrella, huh?
Well, isn't it?
Oh, yes, but what kind of an umbrella? Huh? Once you open this and... You don't even have to pay for the funeral.
You mean it's loaded with dynamite?
Up to the very ferule, my lord.
I say, Herr Winkelkopf, you wouldn't open this indoors, would you?
Huh?
I mean, it'd be awfully unlucky, wouldn't it?
Most whimsical, my lord.
Thank you, man. I say, I'll have this. This is exactly what I want.
Yes.
How much is it?
Well, it's £1 for the umbrella and 10 shillings for the dynamite.
I see. And how much for your travel?
Oh, for that, nothing at all. I don't work for money. I live entirely for my art.
Dean of Paddington, my lord.
Uncle.
Arthur, I wish to talk to you.
Yes.
What's this I hear about your postponing your engagement to Miss Merton?
Is this the Dean?
Oh, yes. A friend of mine, Uncle, Herr Winkelkopf.
How do you do? Now, Arthur, what have you got to say for yourself?
Well, Uncle, I haven't been very well lately. I'm afraid that Auntie Clementina's death rather upset me.
You look perfectly well to me. It's your duty to get married.
Oh, Uncle, I'm trying. I can't tell you how I'm trying.
I don't believe you. Look at you now, playing with toys.
Oh, no.
It is an occupation
Careful,
for a grown
Uncle,
man.
careful.
But you've got to be careful. These postponements are making our family the laughing stock of London. I tell you, unless you act quickly, something very serious is going to happen.
I can see.
Oh, I don't know why I waste my time with Arthur, let me tell you, unless you get married soon, I doubt whether I shall be available.
I'm sure you won't, Uncle.
My health is not good. I shall be going somewhere where it's warmer.
Oh, surely not.
I give you 2 weeks to make up your mind. Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Take my umbrella.
Very good.
There are, Vance.
Oh, thank you, Lord.
Vance?
Yes. Oh, look. Oh.
Is it raining, Vance?
Pouring, excellent, excellent. Umbrella cannot fail.
Oh, no. Uncle, are you all right?
Of course I'm all right. Baines, you gave me the wrong umbrella. I noticed it the moment I opened it.
You opened it?
I always know my own umbrella. It has a tear in the silk. Now, this one is perfect. Now, don't forget what I told you. Goodbye.
I thought you said that umbrella would explode when it either opened or didn't open.
I don't understand it. Never before have I known it to fail.
Oh, my lord. Oh, my lord. Are you all right, my lord?
Yes, I'm perfectly
No, I
right.
beg of you to abandon the attempt, my lord.
Oh, don't be so ridiculous, Baines. You couldn't suggest such a thing. It's my duty to remove the Dean of Paddington. I owe it to Sybil. Now we shall have to think of something else.
I know of something else, my lord.
I'm not very happy about you.
This idea of mine is absolutely foolproof, my lord.
Well, what is it?
The Dean takes snuff, yes?
No.
Pity.
His only hobby is collecting clocks.
A clock? A clock? But, my lord, I have the very thing. You tell me the hour you wish it to go off, and then I send it to the dean, and then...
You mean it's loaded?
Not yet, no.
Oh, Baines, this is probably just the right idea. I say, could you set that to go off at, shall we say, midday tomorrow?
Tomorrow at 12 o'clock.
Well, Baines, this is just the thing. The dean's always there at that time, and you can pop round with it in the morning.
Oh, my lord, but don't you think it's a trifle dangerous, my lord?
Well, that's the idea, isn't it?
Yes, but I mean, it may go off too soon, do you think?
No. That very seldom happens, my lord.
Well, Baines, nothing to worry about at all.
I think, however, it may be better to send it. It is always more suitable when it arrives anonymously.
Precisely my point.
Yes, all right. Charming.
And so, Lord Arthur, tomorrow at 12 noon.
The end of liberty. Oh, no, men. Oh, no, men.
Nothing in the papers about it.
But I was there yesterday myself, my lord. I was looking through the window, then I heard the whirring sound which preceded the explosion, and then I ran for my life.
But surely the death of the Dean of Paddington will be on the front page of every newspaper.
The explosion would naturally be a very big one, but it'll take them some time to collect all the pieces for identification, don't you see?
You mean we shall have to wait some time for the good news, eh?
Lady Julia, my lord.
Lady Julia?
I think it only fair to warn you, Arthur, that I've come to learn your intentions concerning Sybil.
Lady Julia, I love Sybil very much indeed. If you'll only give me another try, I mean, another week, I promise you the wedding will take place.
Well, I don't want to be harsh on you, Arthur, in the face of your unfortunate aunt's death, and now this terrible news about your uncle.
Yes. You mean the Dean?
Well, of course I mean the Dean. His poor wife is absolutely shattered.
Well, I suppose he is a bit, isn't he?
Really, Arthur, she blames it all on some wretched clock
Yes.
that some anonymous personage sent him.
Well, this is a friend of mine, Herr Winkelkopf.
How do you do? The Dean insisted on placing it in his study.
Yes.
He said it would be an inspiration to him. And then, only a few hours later...
Do you think half mourning will be enough?
Really, Arthur, don't be facetious.
Well, after all, he was my uncle.
Yes, but there's no need to speak of him as though he were dead.
No. Would you mind repeating that, Lady Julia?
Well, he's very ill in his mind, but he's far from dead.
That's exactly how it happened.
Well, the Dean was busy writing a sermon in his study on the evils of liberty when all of a sudden there was a whirring sound. The clock struck 12, rather fast, and the figure of Liberty fell flat on her face.
There was no explosion?
Only from the Dean. He says the clock was a sign that liberty can't last and must fall down. So he's gone off on a bicycle to preach to all and sundry that the country will never be free until she gets rid of liberty. I'd like to get rid of whoever sent him that clock.
So would I.
And now, Arthur, have you selected a suitable room yet for Sybil?
Suitable? A room?
A boudoir, dear boy. When Sybil comes to live here, I shall insist on several changes.
Oh, she can have any room she likes.
Then I think this might be a suitable moment for me to choose one.
But of course.
You need not accompany me, Arthur. I'm quite capable of selecting a suitable room by myself.
As you wish, Lady Julia.
Another funeral, Arthur?
Not yet, but I like to have them just in case. They won't be needed now, Baines. Herr Winkelkopf has let us down again.
Oh,
My uncle is out of his mind, but not out of this world.
Never in my life has such a thing happened before. Was I not commissioned to blow up the entire Romanian parliament in one sitting?
Forgive me, my lord, but is our
Case,
next
I'm
attempt
perfectly certain they're sitting very happily there at the present moment.
Is to be our attempt on the Dean again, my lord?
No, not on the Dean. He's gone out of London. We shall have to think of somebody else.
Well, my lord, I was thinking, there is one person in everybody's family who is considered, if you'll pardon the colloquialism, fair game, my lord.
Oh, who?
A person's mother-in-law, my lord.
Damn it, Baines, I'm not married yet. Why do you confuse the issue?
Well, would it not be permissible to anticipate the happy event, my lord?
To anticipate? Lady Julia.
Lady Julia, this is excellent.
Baines, this is the idea of a genius.
There you are.
Oh, but just a minute. Do you think Sybil would mind?
She has you, my lord.
How charming of you to put it like that,
No,
Baines.
no.
She's here in the house now. If you could only think of a method, a way.
Cutthroat.
Do you mind? We don't want any more of your ideas.
I was about to suggest, my
Yes,
lord,
yes.
smothering.
Smothering.
Smothering, yes. It's quick and undetectable.
Yes.
Now, the whole instrument could be a pillow or a cushion, which is at hand.
Yes, and I suppose all one would need is the strength and a steady push or pressure.
Quite so, yes, quite
Tell
so.
me, wouldn't she struggle?
Well, would she be able to, my lord? I mean, you know, to any great extent.
Allow me, he's
so.
right. Allow me, my lord, I must show you. Come on, you lie down, and I show you. Look, you see, you are helpless.
Don't you think the cushion should be a little lower?
No, it's exactly in the right place.
Now, you're sure there are no outward marks? His lordship is particularly anxious to avoid detection.
No, the symptoms would be those of heart failure. There will be no marks in the throat at all. Nothing. Look, he stopped struggling already.
Ah, yes.
Now I show you. There, you see, no marks at all.
Yes, this is it. This is it. Yes, now this is the method I shall recommend to his lordship. Now, my lord, Oh, are you all right, my lord?
We were only experimenting, my lord.
You weren't supposed to take us seriously, my lord.
Oh, look.
Get out of my house, you blithering idiot, before you kill me.
You don't care for my smothering?
No, get out of my house. Lady Julia upstairs, and we're wasting valuable time.
Lord, there was a method we discussed a few days ago.
What was that?
Oh, my lord, I'm referring to what might be called the Amy Ropesheart ploy, my lord.
Baines, how can we build a trapdoor in 2 minutes?
No, my lord, but we could stretch a piece of invisible black thread across the head of the stairs, my lord.
And where do we find a piece of invisible black thread?
I'm never without it, my lord.
I might have guessed. And I bet it breaks.
No, my lord, it's the neck that breaks.
That remains to be seen.
Hey, the knot is not tight enough. Yes, hold that end. Yes. Easy, come.
Do you think we shall succeed, Baines?
I'm convinced of it, my lord.
I couldn't bear another failure. I couldn't.
Oh, no, my lord. Well, I'm afraid we'll have to wait some considerable time, my lord, because, after all, the client is the mother of the victim.
You mean we shall have to... Yes, the wedding.
Yes, I'm
Have
afraid
to
so.
postpone it.
Yes, my lord. It's done, my lord.
Poor Amy Ropesheart.
Oh!
I really don't know what happened to your foreign friend, Arthur, but I stopped at the top of the stairs to adjust my shoe when he shot past me like an arrow. Really, he might have killed me.
That, I should imagine, would be extremely unlikely.
I don't suppose he's seriously hurt. The lower classes are astonishingly impervious to fatal accidents.
Well, the upper classes aren't doing so badly either.
I must be going, Arthur. I've selected a suitable room for Sybil. I must say, I'll be thankful when you're married.
So shall I, Lady Julia, so shall I.
Have we succeeded?
No. You're still alive.
Oh.
good morning, my lord.
Morning, Baines. Baines.
Yes, my lord.
I've been thinking.
Oh, I thought your lordship looked a little tired, my lord.
I decided to give the whole thing up.
My lord, you can't be serious.
Yes, I am. I'm going to break off my engagement. I'm going abroad.
Oh, my lord, never say die.
That was Herr Winkelkopf's motto. It certainly wasn't mine.
But where would you go, my lord?
Baines, I have decided to volunteer for the French Foreign Legion and thus terminate an existence which I no longer find bearable.
Oh, Lord, but remember, you still have 9 more relations, my lord.
Yes, with 9 more lives each, no doubt, and 9 times 9 is, well, it must be quite a lot.
It is indeed, my lord, yes. But remember, Lord, with perseverance, you are bound to succeed.
No, Baines, my mind is made up. I leave in the morning.
Very good, my lord. I shall go and pack.
So, Baines.
Yes, Lord.
Baines, no evening clothes.
No, my lord?
No, I doubt very much whether they change for dinner in the Foreign Legion.
Right, my lord.
Oh, just some shooting jackets.
Yes, my lord.
Just a minute. Baines, wait.
Yes, my lord.
Do you know who this letter's from?
I do not, my lord. I seldom peruse your lordship's mail.
From that man Podgers. Look, listen to what he says. My lord, I must see you on a matter of the utmost urgency. May I beg your lordship to pay me a visit at your earliest convenience?
Perhaps he wants to tell you that he was wrong when he saw in your hand, my lord.
That's exactly what I was saying. Yes, of course. This may be a reprieve. Yes. Baines, my hat and coat.
Very good, my lord.
Your lordship is quicker than I expected. I took the liberty of writing to you because I thought we should have a further discussion about your hand. Or rather, what I saw there.
Can't tell you what a relief your letter was. I came as quickly as I possibly could. Of course, I knew the whole thing was a ridiculous mistake.
A mistake?
Yes. Take my advice and be advised by me, Mr. Podgers. Don't attempt to commit a murder. It's far too difficult. I started off with my Aunt Clementina, and then the Dean of Paddington, and only yesterday I tried my mother-in-law. As a matter of fact, it's so absurdly difficult that when I got your letter, just before I got your letter, I decided to give the whole thing up.
You have been busy, haven't you?
Frightfully busy, Drew. I haven't had a moment to myself during the last week.
What you tell me is very interesting. By the way, did you know that Scotland Yard had now decided that the clock sent to the Dean of Paddington was intended as a lethal weapon?
Why, Joe, I bet they'd like to know who sent it, what?
Yes, I expect they would, my lord.
We won't tell them, will we?
You won't, my lord, naturally.
Well, you won't, of course.
I may, or I may not. It depends.
Mr. Podgers, you couldn't possibly do a thing like that. I mean, it's all your fault. I should never have done this ghastly thing if it hadn't been for you. And now, just when you're about to tell me that the whole thing was a mistake...
I never said it was a mistake. You did.
You don't mean to tell me that I've still got to do this ghastly thing?
Oh, yes.
Oh, have a heart.
In any case, it makes no difference to what has already happened. The fact remains that you have attempted 3 murders, and of one of them the police have evidence in their hands.
Yes, but they won't know it's me unless you tell them, and the least you could do is to keep quiet about it.
Well, as I said before, that depends.
I see you. Depends on what?
On what it's worth to keep quiet.
Oh, you nasty little man.
Sugar?
1 lump, thank you.
I want £3,000 in cash by tonight.
£3,000? You must be absolutely mad.
Oh, no, my lord. But you might make that your plea when you stand trial before your peers.
Trial?
Unless you comply with my request, I shall go straight to Scotland Yard. Come, my lord. What's £3,000 in cash to you?
£3,000? I haven't the slightest idea. I've never had it in cash.
How much do you have?
About £2.10 at the present moment.
Oh, yes, but you have other resources, jewels, diamond studs, silver. Have the money ready for me by midnight tonight and meet me on the embankment by Cleopatra's Needle. By the needle, do you understand?
By the needle.
One word of warning, my lord. Don't try to outwit me. Remember that however unsuccessful you may have been in your own little efforts, the hangman never makes mistakes.
Burglars! My lord! You were wrong, Baines. It wasn't a mistake.
Oh, my lord. The paper, my lord.
No, thanks. I'll take the salver there.
Oh, very good, my lord.
Bang it on the top, will you?
Yes, my lord.
Oh, and Bairns?
Yes, my lord.
Sorry.
Some date in the future, you will commit a murder. You will commit a murder. You will commit a murder.
Podgers?
And that's all I know, your ladyship.
And he's not returned all night?
I have not set eyes on him, my lady.
It's my belief, Sybil, that this is another of Arthur's stratagems to put off the wedding.
Oh, no, I'm sure it isn't, Mamma. Did he say nothing to you yesterday?
Only that he was considering going abroad, Miss Sybil.
Going abroad? But this isn't the season.
Why should he go abroad? We have a wedding rehearsal this morning.
Well, he mentioned something about joining the Foreign Legion, Miss Sybil.
Oh, at this very moment he may be watching the cliffs of Dover disappear.
Having some familiarity with the train service in this country, I should say he'd be extremely fortunate if he'd got as far as Clapham Junction.
Shall I make every effort to ascertain as to his whereabouts, my lady?
I see no necessity. He's probably still waiting at Victoria Station on the wrong platform.
Oh, lady, he may be dead.
Oh,
Neither do I see any reason for optimism. Come, Sybil. We have a wedding rehearsal to attend.
But we can't have the rehearsal without Arthur.
I will allow him 10 minutes latitude. You may wait for him. After that, the engagement is terminated.
Mamma!
Terminated, I said, once and for all.
Baines?
Yes, ma'am.
Are you quite sure you haven't forgotten anything? I mean, I can't believe that he'd go off like this without leaving a message for me.
Well, his lordship found it difficult to speak, Miss Sybil. Overburdened as he was with the silver.
The silver?
Yes, Miss Sybil. He took most of the silver with him.
But why? He couldn't want it in the Foreign Legion.
Well, I can only imagine, Miss Sybil, he wanted to purchase a commission. Seems a cumbrous way of doing it, I must say.
Poor Lord Arthur. He never did anything very well, did he?
No, Miss Sybil. He was a true son of the nobility.
We'll remember him, won't we, Baines?
Indeed we will.
Morning, Baines. Sybil, dearest.
Oh, Arthur, my love.
Oh.
You've come back.
Yes.
Did you miss your train?
My train?
Yes, to North Africa.
Oh, that. Oh, I changed my mind.
Oh.
Oh, these are for you.
Oh,
And they're not one bit more beautiful than you are.
darling.
Well, I hope I'm not too late.
For what?
Too late? Oh, the wedding rehearsal.
My lord, quick. Are you going forward with your marriage?
But of course I am.
My lord, are you in a position to marry?
Yes, Baines, I am, and this time nothing can stand in our way. And now, dearest, off you go to the church.
But you must get there first, dearest. Whoever heard of a bridegroom arriving last, even for a rehearsal?
I'll hurry.
Mamma and I will drive round the square until we see you come out. And then we'll follow your carriage at a discreet distance.
And I'll wave to you all the way. Dearest.
Till death do us part.
Or bring us together.
What?
What? Oh, nothing, dearest. I'm so delirious. I don't know what I'm saying.
Goodbye, my love. And please hurry, or Ma will never let me marry you. She'll be so cross with me.
Have no fear. Baines?
Yes, my lord.
Baines?
Yes, my lord.
I did it.
The murder, my lord.
Yes.
May I ask how and who, my lord?
You remember that rat, that fellow Podgers?
Oh, yes, I do indeed, my lord. Yes, you thought perhaps he wanted to tell you he was wrong in his convictions.
He wasn't wrong. He wanted to blackmail me.
My lord.
Yes. He said he would expose me to the police if I didn't bring him £3,000 in cash before midnight.
Oh, my lord. Now I understand about the silver, my lord.
Yes. Yes, well, I didn't make much on that, old chap. No. I mean, by the time I got down to the embankment, I'd only got £150.
Oh, it must have been with a sinking heart you went to your rendezvous, my lord.
It certainly was. Then I had this idea.
Yes, my lord.
Well, when I got there, he didn't see me, you see. No. And I thought Podgers had caused me all this trouble, so if I had to murder somebody, why shouldn't it be Podgers?
Brilliant, my lord.
I thought so, too.
Yes, my lord. And then you drew the dagger and plunged it into his heart, my lord.
Oh, Pence, I didn't have to do that. I just tipped him over into the river.
Well, and then he was stabbed.
Baines, in a conversation, somebody has to listen.
But when did you employ the dagger, my lord? Baines! Oh.
Baines,
yes, my lord.
I did not employ a dagger. This was my crime. I ought to know how I did it.
My lord, have you seen the morning paper, my lord?
No, not yet. Does it say anything about Podgers' murder?
It does, my lord.
Well, there you are, then. Not that I had any fear about it, no doubt at all. He's sunk like a stone.
You did not kill him, my lord.
Baines, I tell you I did. Where did you find the body?
In the river, my lord.
Well, there you are, then.
With a dagger plunged into his heart, my lord.
That's impossible.
My lord, I fear Podgers was already dead when you precipitated his body into the Thames, my lord.
Oh, no.
He was obviously being blackmailed by many others, and one of his victims forestalled you.
Oh, dear, and I was so happy when I came in.
Oh, my lord. Shall I send the usual paragraph to the Times, explaining?
I suppose so.
Yes, my lord.
No, Baines. Tell them the wedding will never take place.
Never say die, my lord.
Oh, no, not now.
I have heard everything. I realize this is a situation which calls for immediate action.
Yes, and that's why I don't need you.
Oh, but my lord, I have not yet shown you my piece of resistance.
Your what?
It's a footstool, my lord. 2 minutes after you place your foot upon it, it...
Well, where is it?
Outside.
Well, if it worked, who could we use it on?
Mr. Jasper Goodhart, my lord.
Ah, good morning, Arthur.
Uncle, just in time.
Well, I was afraid to be late.
Late? Late for what?
Well, the wedding rehearsal. Since I have to pass your house, I thought I'd drop in and see if I could offer you conveyance to the church.
Well, how civil of you, Uncle, how civil.
Well, shall we be going?
Oh, no, there's no hurry, no hurry. Come in and sit down.
Oh,
Over this way.
If
Have a glass of sherry wine.
If you're quite sure there's time.
Oh, yes, of course there is. There's plenty of time. It won't take long.
All right, very well.
We can spare 5 minutes, surely.
Very well.
The footstool. How's your gout, Uncle?
No better, my boy. This weather doesn't help pouring cats and dogs. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
The new man. You don't know him. Your sherry, Uncle.
Oh, thank you.
Comfortable? Put your foot up on the stool.
No. You mustn't pamper me.
Yes, but I insist.
Well, I don't know why you're being so solicitous. I've nothing to leave you when I die.
Oh, the memory will be enough, Uncle. There. Well, now, look, I'm not quite ready. I'll just go and get me.
Yes? Don't go yet. Wait a minute.
Yes, Uncle.
I've something I want to tell you.
But couldn't you tell me later?
No. I want to tell you about Mr. Podgers.
Yes. Well, couldn't you tell me on the way to the church?
No. I want to tell you now. Come back. I suppose you've heard the news.
Oh, dreadful. Yes.
Of course. I always suspected him. I'm happy to say I know an impostor when I see one.
Of course you do, yes.
When I saw him at your aunt's reception, I said to myself, now, that man's a fraud of the first water.
Fraud?
The most arrant kind.
Uncle, you're quite certain of this? It's frightfully important to me. Are you certain?
Of course I'm certain.
A fraud?
Every one of his predictions, without exception, was proved to be absolutely false.
Go on, Uncle.
His so-called knowledge of the past
was drawn from records of everybody in society.
Go on, please, Uncle, go on, please, quickly, quickly.
Oh, this dreadful weather,
Yes.
I can't...
Yes, please go on.
Well, a complete file was found in his room.
Yes.
Well, he was nothing but a blackmailer.
Yes. I'll get rid of it. Excuse me.
Is that man
Yeah, I
trying
know.
to speak to you, Arthur?
Do you mean to tell me there was no truth whatsoever in what he predicted?
Not a scrap. He had no powers at all. Of course, he frightened a great many gullible people, and then
Yes,
when
of
he
course.
predicted an indiscretion, he blackmailed them. I don't understand how anybody was ever taken in by him.
Of course, that's ridiculous.
Arthur, I don't wish to appear inquisitive, but do you smell burning?
No, Uncle, I don't. Great Scott!
I know my sight is failing, but it looks as if my foot's on fire.
Don't move, Uncle. Don't move.
You rang, Lord.
Baines,
Yes, Lord.
remove Mr. Goodhart's leg.
Remove his leg, my lord. Oh, I see. Yes, my lord. Excuse me.
Oh, don't squat there. Get rid of it, quickly.
Well, I thought you needed it, my lord.
No, I don't need it longer.
Oh,
Quickly.
I see. Very well, my lord. Oh, thank you, sir. Now, where would you like me to put it, my lord?
Give it back to Herr Winklebuff. Quickly.
Very good. Thank you.
Well, shall we be going?
Yes, Uncle. Look, Uncle, I'm not quite ready. Look.
All right.
Go ahead. And please tell Lady Julia I shall be along in 5 minutes.
All right, if you wish it. Right you are. 5 minutes, 5 minutes. Well, that's not mine. Oh, that's it. Well, see you later, my boy.
Yes, Uncle.
Oh, look at it. Look at it. Worse than ever.
Lovely women. Lovely. Baines! I'm free. What did you do to the footstool?
It's in the vegetable garden, my lord, in the asparagus.
In the asparagus? But it might go off.
Oh, it's impossible, my lord. The foreign gentleman and I disconnected very carefully the fuse which gave the infernal machine its impetus.
Oh, good. Baines, I have the most wonderful news for
Yes,
you.
my lord.
That man Parsons was a fraud.
What this means, my lord?
I don't have to commit a murder.
Oh,
I'm free.
may I offer my heartiest congratulations, my lord.
Thank you.
And now, my lord, if you'll excuse me, you have a most important engagement.
I certainly have.
Yes.
I certainly have. My wedding rehearsal.
That's right, my lord.
Oh, yes. Is the carriage outside?
Oh, yes, my lord.
Pardon me, my lord. Why was my footstool not allowed to go?
Herr Winklebuff, I have no more need of your services. Thank you very much for all you've done, and thank heavens you didn't do it.
It was nothing, my lord.
You've never said a truer word. Oh, by the way, come to my wedding next week.
I will, my lord, and I will bring a present, yes?
I'd rather you wouldn't.
Goodbye, my lord.
Charming fellow.
Goodbye.
I see now. Oh, Baines, well, all's well that ends well.
Yes, rather than all. Yes, as the bard used to say, a mot's use was always apt.
English, if you don't mind, Baines.
No problem.
Oh, dear, it's like a dream. I'm really on my way to my wedding rehearsal. Oh, Baines?
Yes, lord.
My umbrella.
Umbrella, very good, my lord.
Yes. Thank you, Baines.
Yes, my lord.
Wish me luck, Baines.
Good luck, lord.
Thank you.
Arthur, we had to drive round the square 28 times. Darling! Arthur!
Sybil.
Oh.
Theatre will be back next Sunday at 9:05.